We are in the middle of the laws of Gerushin, which is divorce. Today, chapter 7. So just because we had over the holiday 6 chapters that we did already, just Torah says just as just as marriage is precipitated, the husband gives a ring, he is getting that part of that piece of him that's missing. What's missing? In creation, the part of him that's missing. In Eve, Chava. So likewise, he has to precipitate the divorce. It has to be done through a written document called a get. Now, it can be done through agents. You don't have to divorce, directly. The husband divorcing his wife directly, but you can do it through agent. So following rules apply when? What's an agent? If Reuven makes Shimon an agent to take this document and bring it to his wife, a document of divorce, so he becomes the agent on behalf of the husband, for example. Okay? Let an agent take the document, because what's important over here is the Torah, as we learned, the Torah teaches us that for her to be divorced from and free to be able to marry someone else is when it comes to her, the document, right? So through agency, it can come to her in different manners, in different ways that we discussed. And that's the idea of it. An agent. Agent means someone who's working on your behalf, right? So an agent brings a get from one place to another in Eretz Yisrael. Although the agent did not witness the writing of the get, does not know who the witnesses are, right? So there's witnesses, right? Writing of the get. So he doesn't know who those are. He's just an agent. So he didn't witness it, right? He's given, this is the document. He didn't witness it being written, so he doesn't know, because there's a lot of details about how it's supposed to be written and that it's written for the sake of the wife and so many details. Didn't witness it. He didn't witness, doesn't know who the signatures are on it. All he was given is a document, and here, go take it and bring it to my wife, so I should be divorced from her. Okay.
Once you get it, you're divorced.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, those are finer details in that, but that's the basic idea. Yes. Right. But rather, the get was given to him by the husband, who instructed him to give it to his wife. The agent may give the woman the get in the presence of witnesses. So now he has to give it to her in the presence of witnesses that she received it, right? Although the identity of the witnesses who signed the get is unknown to us, the woman is considered divorced and she may remarry on this basis. Because it's important here who are the witnesses of the get, but we don't know who they are. Right? The court doesn't know. Do we consider this a valid get or not? A valid divorce? We say yes. Okay. It is. Yeah, no, it's her document. It's for her to have, right? Yeah. If the husband came and protested saying, I never divorced her, right? The get should be given, that the get she was given is forgery. The signatures and witnesses should be verified. Remember that we don't know who the witnesses are over here, right? Or at least the witness doesn't know, not the agent doesn't know. So there's a bit of a mystery over here, and these facts are important, right? So we need now to verify the witnesses, only because he said it was a forgery. Now, if we know who the witnesses are, and they say, no, it's not a forgery, but you have to understand, husband and wife, it can be a volatile relationship. Obviously, if there's divorce involved over here, it's going to be volatile. So he's angry at his wife. So he, had to get written up, and he sent it and now we realize I made a mistake. I got overly excited, and I became a little too emotional about something, and I don't want to divorce her. So he's now coming and saying it's a forgery. He's claiming it's a forgery, right? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just he calmed down now and he doesn't want to divorce her, right? It's not what it has to be. We're learning Torah, which means the parameters of the law. What it has to be, then we don't need the law. And to be ideal, we need 3 sentences, what to do ideally, right? But that won't teach us the parameters of the law, and it won't give us a deeper understanding of the makeup of the law too, right? So you're correct in what you're saying, but that has nothing to do with learning Torah, learning Rambam, right? It's like, you be a righteous, and then, you won't be a wicked. Shkayach. But, in between being righteous and being wicked, there's a lot of room. Right? For all of us. Okay. Now, if this is impossible and the witnesses are not known at all, she must leave her second husband, and any children born to them is considered illegitimate. For we assume that she had not been divorced. If the get had been lost, the status of divorce is in doubt. Because remember, all we have here is a document that now we don't. The basis of the document is that there's witnesses to say that it's real. If not, we don't know. Maybe it's forged. That's what he's claiming. Remember, it went by agent. It wasn't like, his word against her word, because she just received the document from the agent, who knows nothing except that he's here to give it to his, to his wife. So she went and got remarried based on that. And now he comes, later at some point and says it's forgery. So, in other words, the document is not a valid document. That's the point over here. Because we could not secure, because, document is only as good as the people who signed the document. And here, the husband is protesting that it's not a valid document. Now, if you found obviously who the witness is, and the witness says, yeah, valid document. It's our signature. We were there when he asked us to make the document. We wrote up the document. Guess what? She's divorced. Even if he doesn't want to divorce her anymore. That's right. She's divorced. It's not based on what he wants. We're talking about a reality on the ground. For this reason, women who we presume hate each other are not trusted in bringing a get to one another in Eretz Yisrael. We suspect that it might be forgery because one desires that the other remarry and be forbidden to her husband, right? So this is imagine the agent was a woman who hates this woman. Suspect. She wants to put her into trouble. That she's going to think, oh, I'm divorced. The husband was in a different town. Back in the day, we're talking, whatever. A very kind of different reality than we live today. But again, this is about the parameter of the law. Okay. I would love to continue. I have an appointment. I have to go.
Bye. Shabbos.
Thank you.